Welcome back, guys. So, I did not do any Skyrim or Fallout 4 related videos for quite some time. It's just I wasn't interested in it. So, about Skyrim Special Edition. I remodded the whole thing because it was like SKSE updates, stuff like that, and mod updates in like end of like December 2018 or something. So, I decided to remod it again. I think we are at 265 mods or something. I'm gonna explain all the mods I have. Now the important stuff before I go through the mods. I got so many mods that add such a shit ton of items to the game and locations and stuff and functions that even I sometimes don't know when for example, I find a cool looking hammer or something that's cool enchanted. I sometimes or most of the time I will not know from what mod it comes. So basically it gives Skyrim a new experience. What we actually gonna play in this case? We gonna play a relic hunter. I got an add-on for alternate start that basically lets us start as the guild master of the little exploration guild in the Legacy of the Dragonborn mod. So that can and will be probably very interesting, I guess. That's that. In terms of playstyle and stuff, I'm not gonna focus on anything. We're probably gonna be a jack of all trades, but I saw the tree of illusion, and I think illusion never gets any love or stuff like that. So I think since I use so many combat mods and stuff like mortal enemies and revenge of the enemies and blah blah blah, and I got the realistic damage plugin and stuff, I think it's quite interesting. Probably that. What I was about to say? Oh yeah, that we maybe try out illusion and stuff, but we're probably gonna just pick whatever we want basically. We also use the experience mod. Basically means that you don't get experience for discovering stuff. You basically get experience if you finish tasks like quests, killing monsters, stuff like that, right? We also have a completely new UI from a font replacer. Took me quite some time to get that thing working. We got Warbox paper map, so that's different. And yeah, quite some other stuff. I mean, you will see later. Let's just quickly talk about why I'm gonna do this, so you know what's going on. I'm basically uploading this to YouTube, like my playthrough of Skyrim. Of course, I could play alone, but I'm not doing it because I found out that when I actually record stuff and upload it to video, I know for a fact there's like some people that actually watch that stuff and find it interesting, and that elevates my mood basically to play games, because I have a problem. I'm not playing many games even though it looks like it here. At the moment I finished Metro Exodus. It's basically my game of the decade. I love that game. It was the best thing I played in probably years. And soon I'm probably gonna check out Endroll Forgotten Stories, and the only other thing I play is at the moment Epic 7 on phone, basically here on my emulator, and Ring of Elysium a little bit, but that's it. No other games at the moment, because sometimes I just play them, throw them into a corner, and then it's done. But yeah, that's how it is. So let's just go through the mods. As you see, I have 265 active, installed, 264 is active, and 254 are the plugins. I'm not sure if is there one that's deactivated? Oh yeah, it's okay, that's fine. The thing is, as you see here, I have quite some unselected. That is because as you see here, I did some merge patches. Actually super easy to do with this Z-Edit tool. It's basically super easy. So because I installed this one patch, like a patch central mod, and suddenly it threw like 25 patches into my plugins list. I went from 240 to like 268, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, okay, I didn't want to do a merge, but now I do a merge. So if you do a merge, keep in mind, as you see here, I have all this your own swords, modules and patches and stuff. You can put that into merge patch, but don't do the actual mod into merge patch. Only the add-ons and patches. And they basically then search out the base, like the main file as a master. So that's all good. Okay, before I talk too much, let's go through the mods. I'm not gonna read them out all, that would take too much time. I'm just gonna fly over them. You can pause the video, you can type in these names into Skyrim Special Edition Nexus if you want to check them out. I hope you check out the next like 2 or 3 episodes at least from this playthrough, because I need you guys to tell me sounds. Like, how are the sounds in the game, you know, like does something need to be louder, does something need to be not so loud, stuff like that. And I advise you, it's very good, the videos from me, to watch them at night or when you go to bed, stuff like that. Like when you try to go to sleep, just like look at my videos. They are mostly an hour long, you know, you can watch them, fall asleep, because I will not scream in your ears and shit like that. Unless like something jumps me and I'm a bit surprised, but I will probably not scream. So you're safe on that and can watch the playthrough when you go to bed or something. I sometimes do that with Gopher's videos. So yeah, let's go over guilds and factions. We have a Thief Guild mod, we have the Magical College of Winterhold and probably 10 million patches for it, but you see it here. For immersion, some bed mod, patrols, the food mod, wet and cold, some reputation stuff, movement, quest objectives, AI overhauls, reflection message, level up messages, relationship dialogue overhaul, your own thoughts. Take notes, that's actually pretty cool. I love take notes, I tried it out. It's basically, you have a journal in the game that you can open up with X, and I can basically like write stuff down. For example, I go down the street in the game and I see a dungeon to the left or something. I can go to the dungeon, I can see on the map or on the entrance, like what's the dungeon called. I open up my journal and say, near the watermill and this location there is a dungeon, blah blah blah, I want to check that out later. Because very often I record for an hour and the next day I forgot what did I want to do. You know? Especially for like relic hunting and treasure hunting and stuff. I think it's a cool idea to write stuff down. Right? So that's pretty good actually. And blowing in the wind. Oh, that's just some physics stuff. Then we have the jewelry mod. I think that adds like 4,000 jewelry stuff. We got the big enchantment mod. We don't have much on textures. We have, so to get it out in the beginning, we have the, I think it's called Skyrim is it re-enabled? Redesigned? I forgot the name. It's just, go to the ENB section on the Nexus, go into all time, and then sort after downloads. It's the first one. Something with Skyrim RE dash blah blah. Oh my god, I talk too much, sorry. We have some fixes. We have of course vivid landscapes, stuff like that. We have the face light, the ethereal chest, the very new mod with some awesome looking spells and effects, New Age of Magic. Of course we have Apocalypse, Cold Harbor Resummit, it's some stuff specifically for Daedra and stuff, and of course the Ordinator Compatibility patch for Apocalypse. I think I have for another mod later, I have a lore friendly add-on, because I try to keep this as lore friendly as possible. Because of that I have Fendrix, the Magical Academy, the new one. So it's not anymore like Hogwarts, it has like immersive names and stuff. We have of course Ita Hot Ammo, another sorting mod and 10,000 add-ons for it. Some specific stuff like file access interface, J containers, Papyrus, race compatibility, and the extender. That's like stuff sometimes that you need for some of the other more complex mods. In terms of models, as you see, we have Sophia, rustic soul gems, the ore stuff, dragon claws, the weapons are better shaped, septums, gold coins, rune clutter, windows, dragon replacer pack, very important, Majestic Mountains and Demoniac Texture, that's the one for your body and stuff. Also keep in mind, very important if you're still listening at this point, this gameplay will be like the video. We will have probably some bug fixes. I don't think we will have too many crashes because Special Edition is very stable and I have a shit ton of patches for everything. And we can have like texture glitches because if we have problems we will fix it live, you know. I'm not editing that shit out. If I crash Dessa, you will watch and see how I restart the game. And sorry, I'm from Germany actually, so my accent can be very weird. I hate my accent, so if you want to do me a favor, tell me in the comments you love my accent. So of course we have Convenient Horses, we have actually Falska and Fenric's Magic World, and I think this one adds a new academy, and I have the lore-friendly add-on, as I said earlier. Of course we have the immersive amazing follower tweaks, then some add-ons, the Campfire of course, Frostfall, some dialogue edits for Serana and Serana-holic latest version, and then of course we have the complete Bajin package like NPC wives and war maidens. I didn't get the all-in-one stuff because it was too complicated for me. We have TK children, I hope that works and doesn't look too weird. We have a ton of ordinator stuff, like 50% more perk points. Thief skills rebalanced. We have actually Deadly Dragons came out I think a couple of days ago. It's a port with some add-ons and updates, so that's pretty cool because Deadly Dragons works with all the other stuff, and I think it even has an add-on that makes it work with the other dragon mod I have. Of course the patches, then we have Ambriel, that's more like a mid-end game companion, that's pretty awesome. But the quest that comes with Ambriel, that's like pretty hardcore stuff. Then of course we have like a couple of hundred, don't take it seriously, but moral loot stuff like add-ons, patches, blah blah blah. Probably one of the more important mods. Then of course we have ton of patch hub stuff. Patch. Quest and adventures. Yeah, Pathonic's Dilemma, Vigilant, then we have the Vigilant fix. We have the English version for Vigilant, specifically like English voices I think. We have the Relic Hunter add-on for alternate start. Helgen Reborn of course, Amorous Adventures, Notice Board and Legacy of Dragon patches. Imperious Races of course. We have, this is just a preset that I edited a little bit, you will see it later in-game. Thundershield of course. This is the mod Experience that basically changes the way how you level up in-game. We have a stealth mod here, Realistic AI Detection. Cutting Room Floor of course. Some preset stuff, I'm not even sure if that's working. Pathonic Dilemma patch, this is just the SKSE script stuff. Static Elves, I mean why not, it doesn't work for NPCs but why not have it. Interesting NPCs took me like shit ton of time to install because it's like 1.8 gigabytes, and in the bottom here it took me like probably an hour and 30 minutes or 2 hours to get to 100%, and one time it failed and it says a problem had occurred, and I was like really, and then I restarted it and then it worked, because sometimes when you got the problem thing you either reinstall the mod or you just restart Nexus Mod Manager. And if that's not working, sometimes it's because the mod is like a zip file or a 7-zip or RAR. And if it doesn't work, just put that stuff in manually or something. You know, like unpack it manually into your directory and just activate the plugin if it's not working over Nexus. And then of course a hotfix. Don't forget, interesting NPCs is not on the Nexus. You have to go to Google, type it in, and then go to the specific homepage. Some patches again. Not sure why she's in here again. Oh, I didn't even open a new one. Okay, now comes the tricky stuff. We have race menu, of course. Sky UI, achievement mods enable. I think that works. Scaleform translation ++. Don't ask me what it is. I just need it for something. Quick loot of course, so we have the loot from Fallout 4, the new lockpicking UI thing, UI extensions, forgot what that is, but probably it's needed I guess. Better dialogue controls, message box, that's the OG stuff you always need. The font replacer from Dawnguard, books glow, immersive HUD, iHUD. iHUD, I think I just have it, I'm not sure why I have it, because with the new UI and I press X, it only hides the compass but not the other stuff, but I don't care actually. Also, when you see me playing, I have a new keyboard, a very good one. I think it's Lioncast LK15, and it has like 6 macros on the left. Like left from Control, Shift, Caps Lock and Tab. And I'm left-handed, so sometimes I will definitely press the wrong buttons because I'm still not used to the mouse, to the keyboard. Then we have a matter of time. We need that stuff in conjunction with, I think there's like 4 or 5 prerequisites you need for the customized font replacer, UI replacer mod. So yeah, because on the bottom left later we have like the gold and the time from the game listed, so that's pretty cool. And since you can load in the presets, I don't have to do shit, you know, with the axes rearranging and oh boy. I'm probably not rearranging Frostfall stuff though. It's like bottom right, bottom left, and there's like some stuff that sometimes pops up when the air changes, but that's about it. Then what's very interesting, I think, it's display enemy level mod. It's pretty cool. I tried that out, it works. Shows me actually the enemies, like of course the name, the HB, and what's very interesting I think is it shows me actually the level of the enemy, and it shows me the HP. And oh boy, I love it when it shows me the HP. Of course the widget mod we need for the UI replacer. The paper world map. Here's something important if you want to get this working. You download the paper world map and something called flat map markers. Basically you install these at last. Like when you're done modding your game, you get these as last and put them on the bottom. Because when you don't put them at the bottom, what happened to me once, like earlier today when I tried to fix it, you get the base map with no icons at all, so completely bugged out. But I reinstalled the paper world map and then reinstalled the flat map markers and boom, it worked. I got the paper map, the markers are working, and that's fine. I didn't get the equality world map because there's some specific stuff, because flat map markers also works for equality world map, but it's more complicated. You have to edit the JSON file and shit like that. Don't want to do that. So I just got Warburg's paper world map. Then we have, of course, no Bethesda intro, body slide, outfit studio, hookshare, whatever that is. We got enhanced lights and FX, of course, frozen, electrocuted, and combustion. That's pretty sick mod. Footprints, Skyrim is windy. Then the patch for harvest overhaul, enhanced blood textures, and ethereal cosmos. Did I skip sounds? Oh shit. I skipped, oh shit. I skipped a shit ton of stuff up here. Okay, let's continue on the bottom and then we go to the top. Oops. We have some weapon mods, low weapon expansion, sulfurous, heavy armory enchanted, immersive weapons, elemental arrows, and insanity's weapon pack. So a shit ton of stuff. Don't forget Legacy of the Dragonborn is a monster in itself and adds like tons of stuff. And we have weapons and armor, like the artifact pack, uniques, immersive artifacts of Skyrim, and artifacts again, some cool shit. Okay, let's go to the top. Gameplay effects. Yes, we have trade and barter, of course. Run for your lives, Skyrim skill uncapper, cutting room floor, cutting floor room, floor cutting room, blah blah. Advanced adversary encounters. I think the name says it right. It's some encounter stuff with enemies that have changed some stuff up, like new spells for encounters, blah blah. Alternate start, of course, Andromeda, so standing stones are different. We have Gist. Honed Metal. I think Honed Metal is very cool because I don't want to do smithing in this gameplay, in this playthrough, because I think it leads you too fast to cool looking weapons. And when you do Honed Metal, actually you can give like smith however you spell that, smithing people, task to create stuff, and you have to give them materials, I think, and money, and they craft that for you. And then when you do that, you pay, like, afterwards you give them the money, right? You basically, like, let's say you want to craft the Valkyrie armor. You, like, give them some of the resources, or all the resources, I think, and then you pay them like 7 or 8,000 gold for one piece, right? So I think that makes it a little bit more interesting and rewarding, instead of just going into the menu and just craft that shit yourself. You know, probably would take me only 3 episodes to exploit the system, so we're probably gonna ignore smithing, I think. Realistic ragdolls, of course, realistic conversations. Multiple floors sandboxing is very interesting. I think that has something to do when you have like a house and stuff, that the companions and NPCs, they move up, like upstairs and stuff. Stuff like that. So that's cool. No BS AI projectile dodge. Probably remember that if you shoot an arrow, or what's the other thing called? The armbrust. Crossbow. The arrows, sometimes people you shoot them and then they dodge immediately to the left or the right. And I think that's really weird and annoying. It's like they have like a 7th sense or something, or a 6th sense. So that mod basically removes that magical dodge that enemies sometimes do when you shoot an arrow perfectly in their direction. Then we have a patch and simply knock. Very important here. I had a problem. Simply knock Special Edition will fuck your game. It will crash immediately. When you download this mod, like download it, install it, right? Then you go to the comment section of the Simply Knock mod. And there is like the 3rd or 4th comment that is a download link to, I think it's like a DLL or something. And then you get that, manually download it and put it into the folder where the guy explained it. It replaces only one file with some scripts and stuff, and then basically makes the mod working, because it's crashing. And I think Simply Knock is pretty cool, because sometimes, you know, when it's night and you want to like finish a quest or do something, you can knock at people's stores, you know, and then check them if they are at home. You can, and for example, like it's good for thieves if you want to break in, or if you want to talk to a person and they basically come out or open the door for you, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. For followers, of course, we have the embryo. Companions and followers are just some random, interesting looking NPCs that don't have lines, but they run around so you can recruit them. And it's good, for example, if you're like questing and you didn't find one of the like house skulls or companions yet, so just like a blank companion that can help you, it's good. We got some secret stuff. I think there's the dwarven chariot follower and another one that we don't see yet. It could be in the other ones. It's like some cool dwarven stuff I'm not gonna tell you more about. Then we got a replacer for elusive, I think, if that works. I'm not sure if the Bajin stuff overrides that, so we have to see. Some standalone follower, of course, Sophia, something, a follower, and of course the interesting NPC Zora customizer. I think Zora was pretty interesting. I never heard her story, but I saw some screenshots and I talked to her once, like 3 years ago or something. And this customizer made her just a little bit more interesting and not made her so like ugly. And what was it? Oh, I have a mod also that boosts her voice, because she was pretty quiet, so that's good. Of course, Lanterns of Skyrim, Realistic Water 2, and Obsidian, Weathers and Seasons, and the add-on for Vigilant. Of course, Forgotten Dungeons, Dungeon Packs, Sewers, Skyrim Underground, Diverse Dragons Collection. I think that works with Deadly Dragons. There is somewhere an add-on. High-level enemies, immersive creatures and Special Edition, Sky Test, of course, for the Predators and Revenge of the Enemies. Ars Metallica, of course, Wildcat, Realistic Damage Plugin, Violence, Model Enemies, Sky Shards, Fossil Mining, Lootable Woodpiles and Unique Treasures, Immersive Jewelry and Ring Summon. Yeah, that's the Gear Knight, exactly. But I don't know where they are. It would probably be a little bit immersive breaking if I just run and just get that dude. Clothing, of course, cloaks, Noble cloaks, clothing, keeping warm, mufflers, scarves, I mean, and winter is coming cloaks. And some bug fixes, of course, the unofficial Skyrim patch. The dragon stalking fix is pretty cool. If you guys remember, sometimes when you kill dragons, they follow you around like a dead corpse, and that basically fixes that. Some special edition fixes. So we have fangs and eyes for the vampires, improved eyes Skyrim. There is something important, I think it's in the comment section of improved eyes Skyrim. I don't remember how I fixed it, but I think the mod did something with invisible eyes. It looks like you basically don't have eyes. And I think there was a super simple fix. I think it was actually a patch that was linked in the comments or something, but I don't remember, but it's super easy to fix. Just check the comment section of that mod. Then we got a Hawk Bloodsmear Warpaint that didn't really work. I didn't find it in game. Of course, Apache Sky hair, CBBE, the normal one, KSRus, multicolored hair for Chaos, that also didn't work, who cares, I got okay hair. Female eyebrows, and of course the never nude version for Bijin, because like half a year ago when I last played Skyrim I had some problems with some companions. They all the time they like unequipped the gear and ran around naked, and it's pretty not good for YouTube, to be honest. Of course, then we have high quality voices, 4 parts. Keep in mind all these mods are like 2 gigabytes or something, like they are extremely huge. Of course that's the voice booster that we had. Okay, now is something interesting, right? We got softer conjuration sound, and this is pretty cool, it's also pretty immersive dragon sounds, they sound insane. And there is a patch in the comment section that makes them, there was like some people, what is it called, had a problem that like dragon sound when they were far away, they sounded like as if they were right above them, and somebody fixed that and made new, like adjusted the sound files so they sound good on distance. What else do we have? Oh yeah, immersive sounds and audio overhaul for Skyrim. Loot actually told me, like the program Loot that sorts stuff for you, that Skyrim, like immersive sounds and audio overhaul doesn't work together or something, like it was red, error, warning, warning. And I have actually, you see this? Audio overhaul for Skyrim immersive sounds companion synergy patch. So it basically brings them together. So that's okay. We got immersive music replacer and vigilant the English add-on. We got some armor mods that don't need explanation, I think. We got Forest or something. XP, the skeleton stuff, no spinning death, and expressive facial animation, and we got alchemy, of course, the harvest overhaul redone, and the cooking and alchemy overhaul. Now, there is something I wanted to do though I missed probably. Oh, it's here, I think. I don't think... Not available, blah 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 blah. TK Dodge I don't have, I removed that, okay, so it's fine. Okay, so that's that. If you have questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I prefer to answer YouTube comments than people like messaging me on Nexus. I already have too much tabs open in Chrome. Then what will the next video be? The next video will probably be a short one, but very important for you guys. I will start the game, I will adjust my settings, I will go through all the MCM menus, right? I will adjust everything, You will probably, I have a glitch with alternate start that the dungeon is like invisible and shit. But a friend told me that sometimes it's like a loading bug or something. It's no big deal basically. And I just remembered it's called Skyrim Re-Engaged, I think, the EMB. I got the ultra version basically because why not? Computer can handle it. As I said, Skyrim Special Edition is very stable. So the next video will probably like 25 minutes, like configuring MCM menus, stuff like that. So basically this is episode 0, the next one will be episode 0.5, and then we actually will start with episode 1. Right? Okay. So, yeah. If you watched so far, as now, ask me questions if you want to know specific stuff about some of the mods you just saw. What I will do, even though I used loot, I will now quickly show you the plugins list so you see my order, right? But most of the stuff was done by loot. Keep in mind the paper map and the flat markers, install them at last. Don't listen to what loot says, install them last, after you sorted, right? So I will now go from the top to the bottom and I will start, you have to pause basically, okay. So we go from index 1 to index 32. Index 32 to index 68. Index 68 to index 101. Index 101 to index 135. Index 135 to index 166. Index 166 to index 186. Index 187 to index 202. And index 202, that's like up here, to basically the end, index 229. And as I said, as you see here, this one, this one, this one, and this one are patches, right? So I'm quickly going to show you what it means. I don't remember though where I put... Wait, can I open it from here? Z edit? No, I don't think I can. But I probably go... let's say if there is at least 5 people in the comments or 3 people that want to see how you merge mods, super simple in a 5-minute video, because only the stuff that I found is always like 20, 30 minutes tutorials, and I'm like, what the fuck? Just want to merge some mods, you know? It's with Z-edit, it's super simple. It's basically just pressing some buttons, and there's like only like 3 buttons instead of like 50, like all the other programs have. So yeah. I see you guys in a couple of minutes or hours, depending on what you're doing, and then we're gonna have some fun setting everything up. The worst part in the beginning of the game. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'm not gonna say like and subscribe, I hate that shit, but I just said it, but who cares? I do this basically so I don't lose interest in gaming. Is there anything else I wanted to mention? No. If you have questions, ask me in the comment section. And I see you guys next episode. I hope I actually pressed the record button. Oh jeez.